Good morning, mathematicians. Today we're going to play a game called True or False. You will find this in the math section of your binder. You also need your dice from your toolbox and a game piece for each of the players that are going to be playing this game. I just have these little cubes in the classroom. You might find pieces from a game around your room or at home, or you could use little Lego pieces, anything that could be used as a marker for your players. I also grabbed the 120 chart out of my binder because it helps me with my addition equations. All right, the first thing we need to do is read the directions. Each player puts a counter on start. Take turns to roll the dice and move the number of spaces on the dice. The player then decides if the equation is true or false. There's more directions down here. If the equation is true, the player has another turn. If the equation is false, the player stays on that space and the next player has a turn. Land on a crab and you go back to the start. First to finish is the winner. So let's find where the crabs are. Here's a crab. There's another crab. And another one. So if you land on one of those crabs, you have to go back to start. All right, so I'm going to put my game pieces on. Now, I don't have a partner here with me today, so you can play against yourself just by having two different game pieces, or if someone's at the house that you could play with, go ahead and invite them to play. And it's okay if you have to wait till this evening or another day to play this game. This is just the directions of how to do that. All right, so player one rolls the dice. All right, I rolled a 3. I'm going to let the red guy go first. 1, 2, 3. And so the equation that he landed on is 8 plus 6 equals 15. See if you can figure out if that is true or false. 8 plus 6 is 15. I'm going to use my 120 chart to help. 8 plus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I landed on 14. Let me try that one more time. The first number is 8. I'm adding 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I landed on 14 even after I checked. But the equation says 8 plus 6 is 15. So this is false. So let's remind ourselves what happens if it's false. If the equation is false, the player stays on that space and the next player has a turn. So red guy stays. Okay, it's the blue block's turn. All right, I rolled a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's look at this equation. 6 plus 6 equals 12. I don't think I even need to get out my 120 chart for this because I memorized my doubles. Doubles are when there are two of the same number in an equation, 6 plus 6. I know that that is 12, but it's okay if you need to check on your 120 chart. So they say 6 plus 6 is 11. So that's false too. So he can't move. He has to stay. All right, it's back to the red block's turn. Okay, 1. 1. The equation says 7 plus 6 equals 12. So one strategy I could use is we just did this equation, 6 plus 6 is 11, even though I know 6 plus 6 is 12. Well, this says 7 plus 6 is 12. Well, if 6 plus 6 is 12, 7 plus 6 can't be 12. So this one is false 2. We'll roll one more time. All right, 5. It's the blue guy's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 plus 8 equals 14. I think I'd like to use my 120 chart on this one to check. 7 plus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got to 15. And the equation says 14, so I want to double check just in case. 7 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it still says 15, so this must be false too. Unfortunately, I landed on a lot of falses today. I wonder which equations are true. Can you find one? I'd like to check this one. 5 plus 9 is 14. I think that that's true, but I want to check. One thing I like to do when I'm solving equations, I like to pretend that the larger number is in the first place because it's easier to add on to a larger number. So if I pretend that the 9 is in the first place of this equation, then I only have to add 5. So let's put my finger on 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And sure enough, 9 plus 5 is 14. So if the red block had rolled 2 and landed on this space, that would have been true. So he would have gotten to go again. Okay? All right. You enjoy playing this game. Make sure when you finish that all of the pieces get back in your toolbox and that the game board gets back in your the math section of your binder so you can play again sometime. I'll see you later. Bye.